Ruben today will be looking at a subject that he is very passionate about, museums and humanity, with a lecture titled, Touched by the Museum, Do We Need Emotional Connection for True Impact?
Thank you for having us here. I'm going to bring you to the Louvre Museum in Paris. And this image is, of course, almost a cliche. This portrait was doubtlessly started in Florence around 1503. It is thought to be of Lisa Gherardin, wife of a Florentine cloth merchant named Francesco del Giacondo, hence the alternative title, La Gioconda. However, Leonardo seems to have taken the completed portrait to France, rather than giving it to the person who commissioned it. If we look into how we human beings deal with everyday life, and how we try to make sense of the world around us, and how we learn to cope and deal with this difficult world, we can have a look at Guy Claxton, who used to be a professor at Bristol University, now at Winchester University. And he claims that we, of course, use our intuition. And that's not your brain, that's somewhere here, your inner compass, where you feel happy or not so happy, where you feel secure or maybe anxious, and you don't know quite why you feel anxious. You can trust on it. It's part of what you as a human being have. It's one of your instruments. And he claims that in using your intuition, not really understanding it, but just go with it because you feel it's okay, then real creativity can be an outcome. Then new ideas may start growing. And the last part is what he calls dream space, where you can use your imagination, the imaginative world. Here, we human beings use our fantasy. We use to visualize things. We use storytelling. And we, through this, can start exploring the unknown, the hypothetical worlds. I know why she's looking like that. She's going to get married. But she just heard that her best and most trusted friend died today. Thank you.
The question is, in your professional opinion, how would you establish the ratio of fact, in brackets, thinking elements, to the emotional components in a museum environment so that we can get the maximum impact and balance?
Well, I think you can start with facts. You can, but then maybe in your methodology, you can make a twist. And you could flip the question and then got the answer with true, actual information, who the painters were, what the model was, or who the model was, etc., etc. So that is the combination of didactics, interpretation, next to the real factual information that you can offer.
That would be wonderful. And it remains just to, again, thank you for such a stimulating lecture. What you managed to do is transport us to a place to think about the potential of what our experiences could be. And again, I think that's something that in Sri Lanka we're really so desperate to find more of, to find more engagement. And the museum here is not the only art project. There are many others. And I know next week with so many people participating that hopefully some of what you've begun to touch on, we're going to begin to see happening in the delivery of some of those other projects as well as our own work. So I'd like to thank you for introducing this fascinating area to us all, and I hope that everybody will be able to, if they have further questions, chat to you as well as Yolanda and Britt Marie over a drink.